What's going on, guys? This is Ice here. Welcome back to another video. We're picking up right where we left off from previous video. I don't know if I have these even releasing in the correct order, but we're picking up from previous conversation as we continue on with our Masters Fundamental playlist. This is our playlist that we're going to be focusing on for the month. I like it. I focus on the Grandmaster one when I want to do a little bit more precision, but I like the Grandmaster playlist because it's very complete skill set of scenarios. It's really awesome. So yeah, we're gonna be continuing while chatting it up. Yeah, one big thing we were just talking about was imagine this. Like, I'm giving you guys a scenario. Just imagine this is why I grind, just for the audacity to be great. You know what I mean? Dare to be great, folks. But here's what I imagine in my head. Imagine playing any shooting game you want, and literally boys, not missing a single shot. Like not missing nothing. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like, bro, like literally you could walk in the middle of the map and you're literally not missing a shot, and it's all real. Or maybe you gotta try a little bit harder than that. Obviously that's literally fairy tale, you know what I mean? But honestly, not really. If you really think about it, it's kind of possible, because a lot of these hacks don't necessarily break the code. A lot of these hacks just exploit the code. You know what I mean? Like unless you got like a hack that shoots through walls, that's just different. That's just nothing you can do about that. But one of those hacks will just shoot you with, if you're in sight, if you're in range or whatever, if you win, you know what I mean? If it actually has you within a line of sight, then like if you think about it, you could get that good. Or that's just a small window. If you study, basically what I'm trying to say is, if you got to the pinnacle of your skill, right, you could study robots or cheat engines, quote unquote, or just a robot play with perfect aim, and get better from watching it. That's how you would get better, if that makes sense. It's kind of like for example, if I wanted to, let me give you another example here. If I wanted to become a chess grandmaster, for example, when I get to the top, you know what I mean, I'm playing games at 90%, 99%, 95% accuracy. You know what I mean? The next level after that is studying the highest level of engine play. Like, what I would do to get ahead of my opponents, if I was of my peers, if I was a grandmaster player trying to get to the top, I would definitely study engines, like exactly like Magnus Carlsen, for example. I'm sure all the other ones, or a lot of the other ones, do it as well, or not even. Maybe it's an underrated thing, because a lot of them are stubborn. When you get to the top, you become stubborn at times. But for those who have the will to keep growing, I'm sure they do that. They study those engines, those chess engines that, you know, crazy high. What am I saying? Elo, or whatever you want to call it, high chess elo, or whatever. Just really strong engines, chess engines, like Stockfish or whatever. I would study like something like that, and I feel like you could apply the same concept to aiming in a way. But my whole point is, what if you got so good that you just don't miss a shot? The whole point of this is, what if you got so good that you just don't miss a shot? If you see someone, if you jump in my box, you were dead. You know what I mean? Bro, I'm sure you guys have seen those like a cheat video or two, and you've seen how dominant it is. It's like no one has a chance. Just imagine having aim that good for real. You know, like some samurai stuff, some legendary Chinese mythical type level of skill, some Olympiad level of godly skill. You know what I mean? That'd be amazing, and we can get it. You can get it if you believe you can, bro. You really can. You just gotta put in that work. You just gotta put in that work. You know what Olympians do? Like, simple task, just jumping, just long jump. Imagine an Olympian who's doing long jump, or an Olympian who's a 100-meter dash. You know what I mean? Like, bro, you know what they do? You know what their training sessions are like? Y'all just don't know. At the top, the highest level of gameplay, or the highest level of anything, it's just Just imagine being that. Imagine being perfect, bro. And you can get closer and closer to perfection. It's kind of like chess. Before, people who play chess now are a lot better than they were in the past. Just because that's how the human brain works. I'd like to think that we evolved as a species. So yeah, the average grandmaster now is like, dude, the stats is crazy for that stuff. I'm not gonna get into that. This isn't a chess channel, but you guys get my point. Like, shout out to the boy Gotham Chess, by the way. I watch Gotham Chess at times. He's gotten me into chess. Also, Chess Bros got me into chess. And I could mention one or the two other channels, but they don't come to my mind right now. But definitely those two channels are what comes to my mind. Got me into chess, but it wasn't during the chess boom. Actually no, they did not get me into chess. I definitely give them credit for expanding my chess knowledge and getting me started. But what got me into chess was fighting. I love fighting. I love the art. I love martial arts. So martial arts is just chess. Martial arts is just chess, and I understood that at a very low level. I'm not like a martial artist. Actually, you could be whatever you want. So I'm not like an experienced martial artist, but I have a martial mind, so to speak. Oh, shout out to Martial Mind. That's a YouTuber as well. I actually watch him from time to time. It's pretty cool peep. Anybody watch UFC? If you made it this far in the video, let me know. Comment your favorite UFC fighter if you made it this far in the video. Some special names I'd like to mention, some UFC fighters I'd like to mention. Give a special shout out to the boys Israel Adesanya for one. The boy Corey Sandhagen. Corey Sandhagen's cool peep. Who else do I like? You gotta give Aljamain Sterling his props. Get off my mans, bro. Dude is a beast. Who else? Yeah, those are my favorite. I'm just gonna stick with that. Let me know your favorite UFC fighter. I'm not trying to drop too many names. Man, we jumped to so many different topics though, but I personally like that style of conversation. Let me know if you'd like me to finish one topic at a time before I jump conversations, but I think it just keeps the flow of the video going, you know, that we could just jump from topic to topic. But let me know if I'm making it confusing by going too fast. I could definitely slow it up. But yeah, you guys are with me, right? You can imagine that. Just imagine just being so good at anything you choose in life. Imagine being good at, I used to think about this when I played basketball. I still do play basketball now, but I pulled, like back when I was really playing, I pulled my groin in high school, my 12th grade year, so that kind of crushed my dreams a little bit, my short-term dreams. But yeah, just like in basketball, I would imagine getting so good. I could still get there if I really wanted, but I want to focus on something else for different reasons that we could get into that I'm not going to get into for this video. But if you're interested in that, you could definitely leave a comment or ask me at another time, and I'll definitely answer for you. But yeah, the main thing, I kind of imagine in basketball, imagine not missing a shot. Like, literally walk up the court, shoot the ball, you know what I mean? Check the ball, throwing it from half court, even just throwing it. Just imagine just something as weird as that is. Just literally you're that good. No BS on some Stephen Curry, 100%. Like even better than Stephen Curry. Imagine shooting at a 90%. That's what he's shooting for. Because he sees that he's hit that level of expertise. You know what I mean? Practice the game so much. If you guys asked him how many shots he takes on a daily, you would not. You couldn't guess it. You could not guess it. That's how much this man shoots. That's why he's that good. It's not skill. That's not talent. I'm sorry. It's skill. It's not talent. That is skill that he worked, cultivated. That's a blacksmith at work. You know what I mean? Cultivating a blade, and his is just the sharpest. But imagine sharpening that blade even more, because that's what has to keep him going. He sees the finish line. He sees that it's like the sky's the limit. He's still shooting. He's not shooting at 100%, fellas. What is he shooting at? Like it's the highest, but like he's shooting at what? 30, 40, 50? If that, you know what I mean? Maybe a game or two, you'll shoot at 70% or something crazy. Something crazy. But like, my point is, there's still so much room for improvement. So much room for improvement. Some people get complacent and they get discouraged by like the amount of work. Some people get lazy. They get tired of working. They get tired of the grind. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that, man. But I don't plan on stopping until I become one of the greats, you know? I'm not gonna stop before I become one of those greats. Stephen Curry is a great. He's like, look how far he is from shooting 100%. I don't know if this is a weird way to look at it, but it's a very interesting way to look at it, guys. There's so much more room for improvement. I mean, look at my aim here. I'm shooting at that. I did that drill at 21% accuracy. That's 70. What? That's 79 points. Yeah, 79 points. 79. I'm sorry. 79% of improvement that I could get. 79% from 100% is what I'm trying to say. That's the room for improvement in this drill. As hard as that drill is, I'm sure that drill could take me a lifetime, maybe get even close to 100%. But my point still stands. There's still so much room for improvement. Or who knows? Maybe if I try hard enough, I could get really close to it. I mean, look. Let's see how high it goes. Let's see how high it goes so far. The highest guy, the number one guy, has 49%. He's not even shooting at least 50%, fellas. Think about that. You telling me I can't get good enough to at least shoot 50%? And then say I get 50%. You yourself, if you want to break that record, or whoever is going to come after me, you think they're not going to think, oh, I could shoot higher than 51%. But it takes someone to have that mindset, to think, to have the audacity to try. You know what I mean? Dare to be great. Dare to be great. This stuff is some big mental load, but hey, bro, it's possible. It's you. It's just you, really. You just gotta be mentally tough. You just gotta be nice to yourself. Relax. Life is not that deep, bro. It is deep, but things are not that deep. If you want it, you could have it, bro. Is all I'm trying to say right now. I apologize if I'm blabbering, but I know you guys like when I talk, so there's a conversation for you. Which I think is a very interesting topic. Yeah, I should be doing masters. See, this is why it's not good to skip. Because my precision aim is getting better, right? But my practical aim, look at this. This target's fairly big, like compared to what I do. I do this exact drill in Grandmaster. My fine aim is a lot better than this wider aim, because the target's bigger and it moves in a faster, kind of wider range. It's interesting. You would think that if you track, like, here's how my mindset works for some reason. You would think that if I could track a butterfly, that I'd be able to track a hippo that flies. You know what I mean? Right? Am I stupid for thinking that? If I could shoot a butterfly with my gun, a butterfly mid-flight, I could definitely shoot an airplane. Let's just say that. I'm sorry giving a hippo, flying hippo. Freaking, I don't know where that came from, but yeah. Imagine me, if I could hit a fly, I assume that I could hit a plane mid-flight, right? Is how my brain works. But how far is the plane? How far is the fly, I guess? Or, I don't know. That stuff is, if you don't practice it, I don't know, it'd be different. I'm sure it'd be harder for whatever reason. Just interesting. I do this exact drill is what I'm trying to say in Grandmaster. It's just the target's smaller. Literally, that's the only difference. And I track it a lot better than I track this. Or maybe not even a whole lot better, but it's just definitely more consistent. Definitely better. It's definitely better, but probably not a whole lot better. Did you know that going back on what you say too much is a sign of insecurity? I think. Something along those lines. Sure I said it correctly. But yeah, just look into that. It's very interesting. Very interesting concept in psychology. Sign of insecurity, maybe even a sign of depression in some sense, in certain sense. I won't go into details because I am not brushed up on that, but yeah. I'm not brushed up on the specifics. Yeah, see, I do this exact drill, for example, as well in Grandmaster, and I'm very, like, better. I'm just better on the smaller targets. It's interesting. You can practice precision drills your entire life, and then you realize you're actually not good at shooting bigger targets. It's weird. I never thought it could work that way. If it's closer, isn't it just easier automatically? No, sir. Not necessarily. Isn't that weird? This is actually another reason why it's good to join an AIM community, because they have like resources like Voltaic where they'll teach you, they'll answer a lot of the questions that I'm probably kind of asking. There's some concepts that they go over, why, for example, skipping levels is bad. Like if you're a complete beginner to keyboard and mouse and you decide to go and train on Grandmaster or Astra levels, scenarios before actually having some type of basic training and understanding of keyboard and mouse, you could just be making yourself worse overall. But if I don't know, my personal knowledge, I beg to differ. I think if you want immediate, the best, fastest results, then yes, you should do it their way. But I don't think that I think all training is fair game personally. I'm sure it's harder doing it that way. Like if you just if I wanted to become a really good aimer and you just gave me a mouse and gave me just an elite level course or fundamental training, that's very difficult. I'm sure I could still become elite level with just that drill alone. You know what I mean? Like if push came to shove, I'm sure I could still become, or anyone could become elite level with just that drill alone. But obviously, results will vary, and it's a lot of burnout. I'm sure you'll get a lot of burnout. But if push came to shove, I'm sure you'd have the motivation. It's just what that motivation is exactly. Is the question here. Yeah, but this is interesting. It's a lot easier to track and shoot at smaller targets than it is bigger ones for me. Or not easier, but I just feel more comfortable. I'm also talking at the same time, which is making this very difficult. So it's really hard to talk at the same time while doing these. But I'm trying to practice. I want to keep talking while playing to make better content. One, I need to react more to things. I'm very quiet. I don't really talk much. I need to talk more. Content ice. It's like my eyes don't even want to focus on this big target. It's super weird. My eyes are really lazy right now. I'd rather focus on a smaller target. That's very weird. I'm focusing on, hold on. I literally cannot focus on that. Wow. Oh no, wait, I gotta end it. I think I've been going for too long. I'm gonna end after this one. Yeah, this is so interesting to see. I suck at you see how I'm getting better when it gets farther away from me? Interesting. Yeah, we're gonna leave it here, but just to finish up that thought, just imagine getting that good. That's what fuels me. You know, obviously it can't be perfect, but you could damn sure chase it, you know what I mean? And achieve some things that people really, and just break barriers. Achieve things that people didn't think were possible, you know? That's really cool. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to leave a like on the video if you made it this far. I really appreciate all the love from you guys. Thank you boys for all the love and all the encouragement and all the energy you sent my way. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a beautiful day, guys. Peace.